What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants, no hate. So I want to talk about a couple of things in this video. And I want to start off by addressing someone in my comment section named Arlette. So I put up a video about Shane Mosley pretty much saying that Golden Boy isn't promoting his son. And he has questions. Now, he was asked what caused the beef between him and Oscar. And Shane Mosley says, in his words, that he thinks, probably because he beat him 2 times. He also said that when he fought Floyd, Richard Schaefer didn't want him to fight him. So basically, he didn't pinpoint any particular thing and say it's this. He's saying he think it's because of this and this. Now, how could I possibly tell you anything other than what he said? So, me doing the story on him, okay, is basically explaining what he said and what he thinks about the situation. So, because I call him out for lying about something, that means I can't do a story on him and pretty much not go after him. Like, bottom line, I don't understand what point you were trying to make, because your points really had nothing to do with what I said. You know, you're bringing up things that had nothing to do with the conversation of his son. You made it about him. Now, you talking about how Shane was juiced up when he fought Oscar De La Hoya, right? Now, ask yourself this question. Regardless to whether he was juiced up or not, would you fucking go into business with somebody that you fought that was juiced up? Because when a person is juiced up, that's considered, and to me, you're not just trying to get an edge. You're trying to put yourself in a position to take my life. Why? Because somebody can die in the ring and you don't have to be on anything. So now that you have an edge, okay, you have an edge. Is that why he beat Oscar De La Hoya? Because he was juiced? Is that why Oscar De La Hoya decided to make him part of Golden Boy? Because he was juiced up? That would be completely stupid. That would be completely stupid. Now, we know Fernando Vargas, for example, was juiced up. Okay? So every time I talk about one fighter, we got to talk about every single fighter that was juiced up. Every time I talk about somebody that loses, we got to talk about every fighter that has a loss. If I talk about a fighter that won, we got to talk about every single fighter that won. Like, stick to the topic. The whole point was basically I'm expressing about speaking on what Shane Mosley expressed about how he felt about how Golden Boy is using his son. And now what's factual is you don't see any press about him. Okay, that's fact. Show me anything about Shane Mosley Jr. that they're pushing him to promote him, to build him up. Now, you said he's not a natural 168 pounder. Okay, neither is Terrence Crawford, but you had no problem with him when he wanted to go up to 168 to fight Canelo. I don't give a fuck what he accomplished at 140 and 147. What did that have to do with 168? So make that make sense. So because he became, let's look at something. Let's look at your whole logic. Let's bring some things out. Okay? With all of Terrence Crawford's accomplishments, even before, when he was before he was undisputed at 147, he was already undisputed at 140. Even as good as he is, Bob Arum said, "Fuck him. I don't need him. If he feels like I'm not a good promoter, right? Fuck him. He can go somewhere else." Crawford shot it right back at him, right? And what happened? He ended up filing or was said to be filing a lawsuit against Top Rank and said that they're racist, and he brought up some things. Oh man. White people lost their fucking shit. Went at fucking Crawford. Yeah, I remember the comments. I remember all the fucking comments, all the hate shit the hateful shit they were saying towards Crawford. I remember all that shit. But here's the deal. Oh, what does race have to do with it? Oh, these typical black people, blah, 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 blah. Black this, black that. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think race has anything to do with it. Bob Arum, they were all defending Bob Arum. Now, bottom line is, I said the same thing for Crawford. Why stick around? Many people said the same thing. Why stick around? They're not promoting you. Okay, you guys still don't get it. Terrence Crawford still isn't a fucking superstar. Isn't. To this very day, he's still not. At his age, he's 36 years old. Okay? He may accomplish his goals of becoming undisputed at 154. He may not. He said, 3 fights, I'll be undisputed. How soon does he want to have those fights? Can he stay injury-free? All that kind of stuff. We don't know what the future holds. But Bob Arum didn't give a fuck about his accolades. Bob Arum didn't give a fuck about what he accomplished. So when you say Oscar didn't have to give such and such a chance, okay, what the fuck would you sign somebody to your fucking promotion for if you're not going to use them? What fucking sense does that make? So for me to understand that, and yeah, I agree wholeheartedly with Shane on that. What's the purpose? That's no different. When people give you a record deal and they'll tell you, yeah, we're going to give you a 5-album deal. You think, oh, shit, okay. You think that's stable, don't you? That sounds good, doesn't it? Then all of a sudden, these artists that get these 3 to 5 album deals end up not recording shit. 3-4 years go by, they did nothing. You can't even make a single with somebody else without their permission. So it's like they're punishing you. So guess what? You can be 20 fucking years old, and by the first time you record an actual album, you might be 28 years old. They use you to open shows with material that you have. They'll allow you to be on a single with people on the label and stuff like that. Look at Corey, for example, Corey Guns. When he signed with Young Money, I said, I don't see this shit working for him. People said, why? I said, Corey Guns, look at his style. He's a spitter. He got bars. He don't rap shit like Lil Wayne and them. Lil Wayne and them are commercial rappers. I don't see them really doing anything with this dude. Was I fucking wrong? Name one fucking album Corey Guns have. Name the last time somebody brought up Corey Guns' name besides Right the Fuck Now. And they didn't use this dude to do nothing but open up shows. And I'm like, I don't see them doing anything for him differently. Rakim going to fucking Shady Aftermath. I don't see Dr. Dre doing shit for Rakim other than giving him some of the dopest beats that he ever gonna rap to. But other than that, Rakim don't rap like those dudes over there. He don't rap about pimping, gang banging, and street hustling. He don't rap about that kind of shit. So you think Rakim gonna switch that shit up? And what did Rakim say? I dealt with a similar shit personally. So I know how that shit goes. And what did he say? Everything with Dre was more blood. Like, you know, what I'm saying to you, plain and simple, everything is not a good fit. So, guess what happens? You don't sign a person, all right? You don't sign a fucking person. Don't use them, then expect people to not feel some kind of way. That's that man's son. Now, when you say, it's funny how I call him out for lying about something, but I believe him in this situation. Okay, first of all, I didn't say what the fuck I believe. Now, in terms of, could it be that Oscar's sticking the screws to him? Yeah, damn sure could be. Can you say it's not? So I don't understand your argument. And on top of that, okay, you say I say it as if it's my fucking opinion. No, it's a fucking fact. And I played the footage for you motherfuckers. Okay, first of all, let's get this shit straight. Yeah, Shane Mosley is lying his ass off when he says he never turned the fight down with fucking Floyd. I clearly remember Shane Mosley saying, being interviewed, when they brought Floyd's name up, he said Floyd is a good fighter, but like, he hasn't done enough to warrant a fight with him. That was Shane's words, and that's the one video I really, really wanted to find. But I found the other one, which was the second one, when he was in the fucking ring. And when they asked him about fighting Floyd Mayweather, this motherfucker said, yeah, you know, Friday, I go to the dentist, get my tooth fixed, and take a vacation, you know. But what was fucking Floyd Hayter saying? He ducked fucking Shane Mosley and waited for Shane Mosley to get old. Like, that's bullshit. Shane didn't duck Floyd. Floyd ducked him. Okay, so when I play the video, this man standing up here telling y'all that he got to get his tooth fixed and go on vacation. I was lying? Huh? Was I lying when I said Floyd Mayweather basically whooped Marquez's ass, and at the end of his fight, Shane Mosley and Bernard Hopkins hopped in the fucking ring, interrupted that man's interview, and he begged for that ass whooping? So I'm lying about that shit? No, that's not my opinion. So when you say, I say, you make it sound like I'm saying this shit with no proof of or evidence. So, you know what I mean? I don't understand what point you were trying to make. I sat there and read what you wrote, and I'm like, okay, she checks this for what reason? Like, what are you trying to prove by saying this? And let me correct you on something. Nobody has to give anybody a chance. Everybody. I don't give a fuck who you are. You got to where you are being based on being a part of somebody else's promotion, being under somebody else's umbrella. Somebody took a chance on you. So I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear that bullshit about he ain't have to give him the fuck that bullshit. That's where you motherfuckers put these people on pedestals. Ain't nobody better than anybody else as human beings. It depends on you and how you carry your fucking self. When I said Shane Mosley was full of shit talking about his injury, this is what this motherfucker said. Shane Mosley, out of his own mouth. This is before Pacquiao and Mayweather fought. He sat there, that white shirt on, them blue jeans, and them big ass dusty fucking cowboy boots. He, out of his mouth, said he was injured in the Floyd Mayweather fight, and he was injured in the Pacquiao fight. He said he had a groin injury. Now, what I say, okay, if you listen to this motherfucker, after he fucking fought Pacquiao, what did he say? This man's amazing, you know, this and this and this and that. He didn't bring anything up about him being injured, did he? When he lost to Floyd, what did he say? I just couldn't throw punches. I don't know if it was from him leaning on my back or whatever, but I just couldn't throw punches. Then he comes up and says he had a groin injury. Okay, so check this out. Right here. If you listen to Jack Mosley talking to Shane Mosley in that Pacquiao fight, and he's telling Shane, man, you're not doing nothing. You got to work, man. You got to move. I can't move. I got a blister under my foot. I can't move. Did you hear him bring up that blister? After that, could have been a video where he mentioned it and I missed it. Could have been. But no, that's not what he sat there and told that woman. He didn't say anything about a blister on his foot. He said he had a groin injury in both of those fights. So did the groin injury happen before you hopped your ass in the ring and approached Floyd or after? See, this is the thing that make me laugh about people. You guys are the ones that's fans of these motherfuckers. I'm not. I'm nobody's fucking fan. This is why you might hear me speak and what I'm saying is basically about the truth of something. Let's say if I'm talking about Tank Davis in the ring, I can't deny the dude's skills in the ring. But as far as if me speaking on the bullshit that he says and does, am I supposed, is it a rule? See, this is how y'all roll. Y'all have this rule that if you like a motherfucking fighter, they can do no wrong. You won't say anything about them that stands out. The problem with most of you motherfuckers, okay, 90.9% of you make up shit about fighters you don't like, and then you sit and have all this negative shit to say. But when a fighter does the same exact thing that this motherfucker did, y'all make excuses. Well, he did it. Okay, see, this is where I'm different. If this man over here is doing some bullshit and I don't respect it, that means if I like this fighter over here and he's doing the same bullshit, I don't respect it from him either. Because see, now you're doing the same shit he did. So how the fuck do I bash this guy but then celebrate this guy? Y'all don't get it still. A lot of y'all do, but a lot of y'all that I think know better, you show me you don't know better. Because you say shit and you're not listening to what's being said. I don't know if y'all motherfuckers get high, get drunk, and be waking up just saying some dumb shit because of that, but y'all be saying some dumb shit. At the end of the fucking day, okay? No fucking body. Okay? People use the term self-made. You went through things in life. You had ups and downs. You had situations. Somebody helped you along the way, one way or another. Whether your arrogant asses want to admit it or not, or acknowledge it, bottom line, none of these fucking fighters made it on their own. And none of them wouldn't have a fucking career if not for the fucking fans. So when I speak on your behalf and tell y'all, stop being assholes, Terrence Crawford, I don't give a fuck who it is. Crawford sat there and told y'all to y'all fucking faces. I don't care what none of y'all think, what y'all say, or how y'all feel. I'm at the point I can do what the fuck I want to do. He said, fuck him. Which means as long as you kiss my ass the way I like, then I'll consider you my fanboy. I'll give you the privilege of being my fanboy. Okay? Just keep giving me your fucking money. And if you don't agree with me, don't tell me. Just keep giving me your fucking money. Canelo telling you, I do what I want. But see what Canelo does, y'all. I don't fight. I don't care. I fight anyone. I don't give a shit. I don't care. We know that's a lie. Because there's two people right off the bat that we both know that he don't want to fucking fight. And that's why he got booed. He got cheered when he was hollering Mexico this, man. And I ain't Mexican. And I can do whatever I want. And I ain't Mexican. Mexico. Yeah, right. But as soon as they asked him about fighting Benavidez, and this motherfucker decided to sit here with this, well, I don't know, I take a vacation, I know. They booed him. Yes. Yes, because they're tired of that bullshit. So it's like, yeah, Canelo, we want to see you fight, we want to see you win. But you have no excuse to not fight David Benavidez. Okay? When I'm telling you guys and explaining to you, y'all keep talking about, well, Crawford's fighting at 154, but Crawford is still paying sanctioning fucking fees to hold on the titles at 147, which means, yes, you're holding up the fucking division. So if you've moved to 154, let the fucking belts go. Why the fuck is that so hard for y'all to fucking figure out? So if you're not gonna fucking let the belts go, then fight Jerron Boots Ennis, because you're still campaigning at 147. Why the fuck would you be paying fucking sanctioning fees if your fucking ass is no longer in the fucking division? You motherfuckers are just slow. Something is really wrong with y'all. You try to debate and try to debunk facts with your fucking bullshit, foolish opinions. At the end of the fucking day, go look up fuck at 147 and look at who the fucking champions are. Look at the rankings and why the fuck is Terrence Crawford still there as champion? But I don't know what I'm talking about, or I'm being funny with how I see shit. Hey, listen, you don't have to have the same opinion as me. But see, it's not even my fucking opinion that you try to challenge. It's the facts. And my opinions is not based on whether I like a fighter as a fighter or not. It's the reality. How many fucking times do I gotta tell y'all lame asses this shit? You're the fucking fans, not me. You've never gone through any video, from my first one to this one, you will never hear me say I'm a fan of anybody's. I have no fucking, oh, that's my favorite fighter, I love. No, I'm nobody's fan. So I don't care, no way, one way or another. This is why y'all don't understand how it's easy for me to give you props, then pick your ass apart for lying. I give you a perfect fucking example for those who might not know about it. When I say Tank is full of shit, because this motherfucker's sitting here saying that Devin Haney is making excuses and they're trying to fucking set up Ryan Garcia, right? And y'all think, oh, it's just in defense of Haney. I know you a Haney fan. No, motherfucker, fuck you. I'm not a Haney fan. I'm not a Tank fan. I'm nobody's fan. I'm not an AJ fan. I'm not a Muhammad Ali fan. I'm not a Charlo fan. I'm not a Terry Norris fan. These are fighters that I have more respect for than others. That's all. There's no fucking if they lose, I feel some kind of way. No, you motherfuckers feel some kind of way. I don't care. I'm nobody's fan. Okay, let's get that straight. Tank Davis said all of this shit. Why? One, he's trying to get the Mexican people on his side. He's trying to get more people to like his bullshit. He's trying to take a page from Ryan and Riley and all them with all the goofball shit. You've never seen Tank. Tank will shove a person. Tank is usually quiet. You know, he don't really say too much. He always has a problem expressing himself, putting sentences together and shit with all that fucking, you like he just doesn't know how to fucking speak and express himself. Okay, now if you notice, he's trying to be a clown. He's talking shit. Now, he sat here and talked a bunch of disrespectful shit about Clarissa Shields because she basically felt like, he simply doesn't like Haney because he has nothing good to say about Haney. No, nothing. No type of words of encouragement or just, as a fighter, just, hey, man, they fought and what happened. No. And he's taking Ryan's side. And he even said, the reason I'm taking Ryan's side is because blah, 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 right? Now, all the things he said, didn't this motherfucker say he think Ryan might be juicing before they fight? Didn't he not say that? Even talk about how big he got, how he looked different, and how he's going to balloon back up to like 170, 175, right? Okay. Y'all fucking crucified Tank Davis because he put that rehydration clause in there. He knew what the fuck he was doing. He's not the first person or the only person that understands that. So what he did is what the Haneys failed to do. Because I think with the Haneys looking at him in his mental state and how they didn't think this was going to be a tough fight. And Haney fought the wrong fucking fight. It's as simple as that. But bottom line is, when Haney doesn't do the same thing that Tank did, what do y'all say? Oh, well, he the one accepted it. Okay, which means if Tank knew everything he knew and felt what he felt, but did not put the rehydration clause in the fucking stipulation, y'all have been saying the same thing. Well, he accepted it. Okay, but he doesn't accept it, and y'all still bitch about it. So all of this shit that y'all don't even give a fuck that this motherfucker's dirty and cheated, well, at the end of the day, he cheated simply by not making weight and not doing, fulfilling his contract. That's what he agreed to. Same way, y'all was quick to say, well, Terrence Crawford don't have to fight Errol Spence at 147 because he's not contracted to do that. The contract says the winner can pick the stipulation if it's at 154 or 147. What did I say? He's not doing anything wrong. The reason people are calling him out is because out of his own mouth, he said, oh, we could definitely do it at 154, no problem. Then he changed his mind. Okay, so what the fuck do you think? People gonna hold you accountable for what you say, right? Y'all too fucking stupid to understand common sense because y'all got y'all heads shoved at these fighters' asses. That's the problem. That's your problem. Okay, at the end of the fucking day, as far as Tank Davis goes, him sitting up here talking about he think Ryan is juicing. Then he turns around and defends him. Then he puts up a tweet saying, yo, I'm out here defending you. If I find out that you cheated, right, we gonna have a problem. Did we get anything back yet? No. So everybody's like, well, we gotta wait for the B sample. Okay, so hold up. Did y'all not see the press conference and heard what he said to Frank Martin? For you to beat me, you better take that shit that Ryan taking for you to beat me. Oh. So you defend him, but now you allude to say you better take that shit Ryan taking. You better take that shit that Ryan is taking for you to beat me. Oh, but you saying he's clean. You didn't say you better take that shit that they're accusing Ryan of taking. You said you better take that shit that Ryan is on. That Ryan is taking, yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about. So when I say this motherfucker's a walking contradiction, and I give you all these different examples of how you say one thing and then do another, are y'all just like that fucking slow? That it just doesn't register what I'm saying? It's not my fucking fault you guys are not educated enough on what the fuck is in front of you. Because it's obvious when you see something, your feelings, okay, it impedes your ability to use sound thinking and judgment. So I don't understand none of this shit about this guy didn't do this and he didn't do that and this guy. Okay, I don't rate Fabio and that Wardley and what's the other guy, Clark. I don't rate them. To me, they're not world level fighters. But there's people that think that they are. Okay, you don't hear Aries trying to tell you you're wrong. I don't think you should see them that way. You can see them how the fuck you want to see them. I don't see them that way. You got people saying, I've had comments, read comments. Yo, Wardley versus Anthony Joshua. Yeah. Yo, Clark should fight fucking Deontay because he can. I'm like, okay, wait. So let's be real. These two guys had a good fight against each other. Not a good boxing match, a good fight, but bottom line, lack of defense, lack of head movement, lack of ring IQ. Just stand in, just bang, bang, bang. No common sense. Okay, if that's the shit you like, that's the shit you like. That shit doesn't work in top level fighting. I'm watching this shit and I'm like, okay, I don't rate them. I don't. Plain and simple. The same way they call Derek Chisora the so-called gatekeeper of the heavyweight division, and how, because let's look at Usyk. Usyk accomplished what he did at cruiserweight. He comes up and in 2 fucking fights, he becomes mandatory. Now, you don't think that was some favoritism thrown to him? Yeah. The difference is he seized the moment when the time came. But because of the way he fought against Chisora, and Chisora chasing him all over the ring and him on the back foot, Tony Bellew and so many other people said he wasn't going to be able to handle these big heavyweights. That's the way it appeared, right? Usyk proved everybody to be wrong. That, no, I can't handle these guys. Simple. But he still skipped the line. Yeah. Now, with him doing that, let's say, for me to speak against that, and then somebody goes, yeah, but it's funny you don't bring up that about what's his face Ngannou. Yeah, I actually did bring this up about Ngannou before, but this conversation don't have shit to do with Ngannou. So if I was talking about fucking Alexander Usyk for skipping the line, then that's what we talking about. Why the fuck you bringing up something that I spoke about a long time ago? But bottom line is, we're talking about a particular situation. So stop being petty. Because I'll bring up one person, I gotta bring up 50 other motherfucking people. Like, you guys are so petty, man. You're really childish. So I'm listening to this I'm reading this bullshit, and I'm like, wow, what the fuck happened to her this morning? And she's sitting there sending me some bullshit. Okay, so cool. You know me, I jump right back at you. Now, all of that shit being said, okay, they both did the same thing. The difference is what, though? Usyk, at least we know, is a top-level certified boxer. He still skipped the line, though. Okay? Oh. Ngannou isn't. He skipped the line. So wait. If I say I still give him more credit than I give Jake Paul, because he came straight in fighting a 10-rounder. He ain't come in doing 4 rounds, 6 rounds, 8 rounds. He ain't come in there doing that. This is different to him, right? Jake Paul, on the other hand, won't. Jake Paul made a big stink about Hassan Rahman Jr. He put a weight stipulation that. Now, remember how y'all was so quick to bring it up? Yeah, man, but he agreed to it. Yeah, he did. And I told y'all, did I not? Did I fucking not say Hassan Rahman Jr. is lazy? And I think Jake Paul will wind up stopping him because he's lazy. He's not a good fighter, okay? And they're trying to build him up. Why? Simply because he has 14 fights compared to Jake having 7 at the time, I think, or whatever. I said, in bottom line, Jake is doing nothing but trying to use a guy that has more fights than him to make a statement to say, see, I'll be the world-class fighter. No, you didn't. Sean Porter and all these other guys was jumping right on board, trying to give him credit for even fighting him and saying, yeah, man, Hassan Rahman Jr. No, Hassan Rahman Jr. is a big, fat, sloppy, lazy nothing as a fucking fighter. And he lost to a fucking 350-pound guy that's not even a boxer and had no answers for nothing that this novice motherfucker did. And he beat the shit out of Hassan Rahman Jr. And I told you guys, he wasn't a good fucking fighter. Now, he made such a big stink. Why is he not making a big stink about Mike Tyson? He's a heavyweight, right? Okay, like I said, Mike Tyson basically is at an age where he feels more confident that, okay, I'm confident to fight him now. Okay, wait. Francis Ngannou was 38 years old and only has 2 fucking fights. And I guarantee you Jake Paul won't fight that motherfucker. And he's a heavyweight. See, when I say this motherfucker's the king of cherry picking. Yeah, but he don't have a lot. Shut the fuck up. You're not telling me nothing I don't know. You guys are fucking praising and overhyping this guy like he's better than what he is. That's my point. And you're overlooking why he's doing what he's doing. So even though you're saying he's not that good yet and he's improving, but exactly, stay in your fucking lane. That's my point. You try to fight guys and make it seem like you're better than what you are. And you're clearly not. So if you can fight Mike Tyson at 57 years old, you can certainly fight Francis Ngannou, who's 38. So he's still a decade older than you are. This is exactly what I be talking about, man. I sit up here and talk logic and reason, and some of you motherfuckers, I don't know what's wrong with you guys, but you hear certain shit, and I don't know. You motherfuckers just come and say a bunch of shit that really has nothing to do with the topic of what I'm speaking about. And this is why sometimes I'm just like, I don't even respond to y'all. Because some of the shit y'all saying is so fucking stupid that it's just like, how fucking old are you? Am I talking to adults or little kids here? Any fucking time you sit up here and say a fighter or one person didn't have to give a person a chance. Okay, for that matter, Showtime did not have to give Floyd Mayweather what he asked for, that $200 million. HBO didn't, but they gave it to him. And when they gave it to him, all these motherfuckers got salty and start talking shit and trying to tear him down. Oh, but he's cherry picking now. Yeah. And he also put the work in, and now he's planning his exit strategy. You got motherfuckers ain't put the work in, and they're not planning an exit strategy. They just think that they're worth $200 million or whatever the fuck price that they want to put out there. I look at these motherfuckers and I say, it's real simple. Your accomplishments doesn't resonate with everybody the same way. Look at what Shakur Stevenson accomplished, but they talking about him like he's still some fucking prospect. The comment that Tank Davis made about Shields, then he's talking about Frank Martin's girlfriend. Yeah, I'm gonna holler at that. She gonna be around here, and he's just acting like a real asshole. He thinks playing the villain. Yeah, let me try to be what Floyd was. Let me try to be what Ryan and Rolly does. All this clowning bullshit and all that. And if I say it's not how a Muslim's supposed to carry himself, am I wrong? So why the fuck call yourself a Muslim if all you gonna do is go to the fucking mosque and perform rituals, but your day-to-day life doesn't change, your mentality doesn't change? See, this is the acceptance of this bullshit new era. This generation is different. Nothing's wrong anymore. Nobody can speak their mind as a man or a woman. Let me explain something to you. There's been a lot of fighters that juiced up and got caught and got caught. Now let's think about how many may have never got caught. We don't know that, do we? So should I start a conspiracy theory and start saying, I think about a fight that happened in such and such a day, and maybe when you look at it, this person might have been juicing too. Look, and the thing about it is a simple ass video. Fighters that get late recognition, right? Fighters that basically don't have the type of promotion that they need. If you keep waiting, and look, Terrence Crawford is fortunate that he was able to sustain a certain level and be able to win the fights that he won, because he's 36 now. He's asking for $25 million. Tank Davis is getting that. Why isn't Crawford getting it? Y'all call Tank Davis the face of boxing. Y'all call Crawford pound for pound the best fighter, but he's asking for what Tank is already getting. So when I'm looking at the way business work, and I'm looking at how people do things, and you trying to tell me what somebody isn't and they don't deserve this or that, once again, okay, so let me ask you this, Arlette. I don't know what you do for a living, where you work or whatever, but imagine going to work, a company hire you, but they won't put you to work. You're sitting on the sidelines and they keep telling you, well, we just waiting, we got something for you, or whatever they're telling you. But bottom line, time is going by. You're on their fucking system. You're not on the payroll. Your name is there, but you're not getting paid because they're not fucking using you. They won't let you work. Would that be okay? Would you not see something being wrong with that? So what are you going to end up doing? You're going to go get another job, aren't you? Okay. Or work for yourself or whatever. Bottom line, you're going to leave that situation. So when you hear me clearly say, well, maybe for me, I feel like, why are you even still with Golden Boy? Because it's obvious that whatever the reason, okay, Shane Mosley Jr. is not being used. It's not helping him. Father Time waits for nobody. What the fuck is so hard to even understand about the video itself? I mean, I'm not going to hold myself accountable because y'all have comprehension issues. I said everything that I needed to say in that video, everything that I wanted to say in that video, and plain and simple, you know, we talk about deserving. Let's not even take it there. Because fucking Francis Ngannou did not deserve that fucking shot at Fury. He did not deserve that shot at Anthony Joshua. So let's not play that fucking role. I don't give a fuck what he did in MMA. It has nothing to do with boxing. Okay? Simple. And it got so bad to the point Francis Ngannou was the favorite against AJ, and it was like, AJ pulls off a massive upset. What? Wait a minute. Two-time former unified champion pulls off an upset against a motherfucker that had one fight. And what did y'all all base it on? Fury struggled. There's no way in hell AJ gonna win. They told you the best thing AJ can do to survive without getting knocked out and make it to the final bell but still lose the fight. That's what the fuck they was telling y'all. And everybody was so shocked because AJ won. What the fuck? And I'm like, man, what world do we live in? Now, for all of that, and you talking about deserving, Errol Spence saying to Fundora and Tim Tszyu, I got the winner. People lost their shit. Oh man, how the fuck he gonna get that fight? He lost to Crawford. Okay, Crawford's not fighting either one of them. So what the fuck are y'all talking about? He's not fighting either one of those guys. And even if they would have chose Errol Spence over Crawford, Crawford has fought no one at 154. So he's not ranked. Okay? Errol Spence or anybody else go to 154, have as much right to fight whoever as Crawford does, because he put no work in that division yet. But, we want to talk about motherfucking deserving. Crawford is about to fight a motherfucker with 11 fucking fights. Now go ahead and lie and say you've ever came on this channel talking about some fucking Israel Madrimov. Tell me when the fucking first time you ever talked about this guy. This guy got 11 fucking fights. If Errol Spence was fighting this same guy, you know what y'all be saying? Yo, it shows you that Spence don't have confidence in himself, man. He fighting a motherfucker that only got 11 fights. They put Crawford in a championship match with a guy with 11 pro fights. This isn't even a shot at Crawford. I'm speaking reality. I'll bet you he don't get $25 million to fight him, but he's asking for $25 million to fight Jaron Boots Ennis. So when I say, just like with Benavidez, if Benavidez is such a pushover for Canelo, if Jaron Boots Ennis is such a pushover for Crawford, why are they asking for money that they're not asking for these other fighters? Why would Canelo need $200 million to fight Benavidez if Benavidez is not that type of, that type of threat? Why would Jaron Boots Ennis have to come up with $25 million? Why, if he's not that kind of threat to Crawford? Once again, he's not going to get no $25 million fighting for Madrimov, and this is a title fight. Same way, it'll be a 3-weight division champion. Guess what? If he was to fucking fight Boots and win, he'd be a 3-time undisputed champion. So, bottom line, and it would be way more interest in that fight than some fucking Madrimov. Now, take it how you want, but most of you motherfuckers don't even know who no fucking Madrimov is. And y'all did what everybody does. When you hear a name, I don't know that guy, what you do? You type in that search and you go start watching their fights. Which means you don't fucking know who he is. Now, is he deserving to be in a title fight? With 11 fights? Lomachenko only had 2. Madrimov had 84 fucking amateur fights. Lomachenko had well over 300. That's a huge difference in motherfucking experience there. But at the same time, fighters always skipping the line. I'm not going to sit here and name every fighter that skips the line every time I make a video and I speak about somebody skipping the fucking line. So I don't understand the pettiness. I really don't understand what your fucking verbal attack was about. I don't understand why the fuck you felt the need to even respond as if I'm being biased or some shit. And all I'm fucking doing is telling you what the fuck, speaking about what Shane Mosley said. The video had nothing to do about my personal feelings about either one of them. Look, Oscar De La Hoya's a fucking bullshitter. Okay? Shane Mosley's a bullshitter. And because so you mean there's nothing that either one of them can say that I can agree with because I call them out on some bullshit? Like, for example, when Oscar De La Hoya fans reference Floyd Mayweather as Gayweather, right? And I'm like, y'all calling this man gay. Yeah, Oscar's the one dressed in drag and lipstick. Even hunched over with his ass out on one picture, right? Yeah, but he's the one dressed in drag. But y'all calling Floyd Mayweather. I'm saying, make that make sense. It just sounds stupid. Tank Davis is over here slapping his ass and slapping his hips and shaking around like a fucking woman. But he's fucking calling Clarissa Shields ugly. She looks like Joanna Man. Once again, black Muslim brother disrespecting a black woman, calling her out of her name. Then he's disrespecting Frank Martin with this shit, talking about I'm gonna catch up with his little girl and all this bullshit, just running his mouth the wrong fucking way. And I'm looking like, man, for somebody to have so much fucking shit to say, man, this dude, fucking 5 foot tall, midget ass motherfucker, just running his mouth, and it's like, let me say this. I don't know these people personally, but openly arrogant people, I can't fuck with them. I just can't fuck with them. And let me explain something to you. It's one thing for somebody to try to sell tickets. It's one thing for somebody to go into showmanship mode. I know the difference. But when somebody is just a fucking arrogant prick, when somebody just walks around talking like their shit don't stink, and they walk around acting like basically they're bigger than the people that make them who they are, okay? It's as simple as this. You can have the best fucking restaurant in the world. You can have the best food. You can have every type of food you can think of. If you have no fucking customers, you have no business and you make no money, which means you can't pay your employees. It's the same fucking thing with boxing and any other sport. It's your fucking money that these people are using, and they're telling you to suck their dick because you don't agree with them, and fuck you because you don't agree with them. But yet, you run it back to defend these motherfuckers. And they're telling you. You know what Canelo's telling you when he says, I can do what I want? And why he's, trying to discredit Benavidez and guys like David Morrell. You know why? Simply because he knows I don't want those fights with these guys. I want to fight who I want. And I want y'all to accept that about me and understand. I want to fight who I want to fight, not who you want me to fight. Nobody asked for no fucking Canelo versus this last fight that he just had. Nobody asked for that fucking fight. The funny thing about it, like I said in the video, Canelo said this is going to be his easiest fight. Yeah, exactly. And you handpicked him. This motherfucker just came to the fucking division not too long ago. You handpicked him. Because he was easy. That's Canelo's own words. This is going to be my easiest fight. Yes, that's why you picked him. That's why you won't fight Morrell. That's why you won't fight Benavidez. You didn't ask for no $200 million to fight this last fight that you just had, did you? And y'all telling me that guy's better than Benavidez? See, this is the shit I be talking about. I don't care if I touch a nerve. Fuck y'all. Because I speak the truth. And as long as you don't like a certain fight I'm talking about, then it's all ha ha he he. But when I speak about a fighter that you like, or maybe a situation, I just speak about something in general, you just want to jump on shit and say things, but you're not making any fucking sense. Terrence Crawford, it's always about the money. Tyson Fury, it's not about the money. I know millionaires that are miserable. Money's nothing. What did he tell you? It's always about the money. I fight strictly for the money. I ain't fighting nobody unless I get a boatload of money. Bitch ass motherfucker, you said that. So when your fans are, oh, why y'all taking Fury literally? Oh, typical American, blah, blah, all this goofy racist shit come out y'all fucking stupid ass mouths. But Fury's the one who says that shit. Do you think it's necessary to say, but Aries, you got to understand, he has mouths to feed. I'm like, hey, asshole, I understand that. That's why I told you he's full of shit. Who the fuck becomes a boxer to not make money? Who the fuck? If boxers paid you $30,000 a year, would you become a fucking boxer? I mean, let's be real. So all of this shit that people are talking, it's like sometimes some of the comments I read, I just shake my head and it's like I can't even believe. And really, Arlette, I'm really surprised at you because you've been on this channel for a long time and you're taking shots. Don't try to bullshit me. You're trying to take shots at me. Don't give me that shit about, oh, I was just talking about, shit. No, you question me talking about, oh, it's funny how you don't believe, you call him out for lying on Floyd, but now you believe him when he's saying, okay, so your point is what though? I didn't say what the fuck. First of all, what I believe wasn't even expressed so much. It was basically like, yeah, I do think it's possible that yeah, more than likely Oscar's putting the screws to him. I'm speaking based off what this motherfucker is saying. I don't have any proof of anything outside of, what Shane is saying. I had proof that what he was saying about Floyd was false and what his fucking fanboys were saying was false. Do you understand that? So I'm just speaking about what he said. So I still don't understand what the fuck the attack was about because it made no sense to me. I'm speaking about one thing. And you talking all this other bullshit about what he is and what he ate. Okay, Conor Benn and Chris Eubanks Jr. was going to fight at the catchweight. Nobody made a big deal about that. No, there wasn't a big deal about that. Chris Eubanks Jr. has a certain sarcasm about himself when he speaks. So sometimes you don't know if he's trying to be sarcastic or if he's serious, right? And he's saying he's only going to be at 60%. He hasn't weighed whatever the catchweight weight was in a long time, 156 pounds, I think it was, or something like that, or whatever. And he's saying that, but he's still going to win, even though he's only going to be at 60%. Conor was getting pissed off, and he didn't want to hear that. No. Wait a minute, though. Now, let's be real. When your body hasn't been at a certain weight, it's different from walking around. Competing at something like that, especially a grueling sport like boxing, yes, weight can come into play. He would have to drain himself down. Who doesn't understand that? Okay? He fights at 160, so he'd have to drain himself down to come down to fight at this weight to try to lose as much weight as he possibly can. All right? Conor Benn wouldn't have to drain himself at all. Do you understand that? So who's at disadvantage in terms of being drained between the two? Chris Eubanks Jr. Now imagine what I'm saying. If the fight would have happened and he would have lost, the first thing people would have said was, well, he accepted the fight. But it just so happens that Conor Benn was taking some shit. Now, what if the fight would have happened and he would have did some serious damage to Chris Eubanks Jr. because he was juicing? Then what? Then y'all would have been like, oh, that's fucked up, right? So why people not giving Ryan Garcia the same exact fucking type of attention in that sense? Well, there's a lot of people getting at Ryan Garcia, but the idiot fanboys are making excuses for him. See, I am no way, shape, or form in that fucking category. What I do is I speak the truth and what's real. So even when I give my opinion, I'm never giving anything biasly. So I can fucking applaud something you do today, but then call you out on bullshit because what you're doing is bullshit. Complete difference. Complete difference. Do you think that it's necessary for fighters to put people, wives and kids in a situation? Do you think that it's necessary for fighters to want to go leak footage? For fighters that want to, like somebody made a comment about, well, Haney the one leaked. I'm like, motherfucker, I said any fucking body. Did I? Or did I not? I'm aware of who leaked what. So when I'm speaking about it, motherfucker, I'm talking about Haney ass too. What the fuck are you telling me that shit for? Well, no, I know you were Haney for no bitch ass motherfucker. I'm nobody's fan. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about with you motherfuckers. This is why I say this shit gets boring to me a lot of times, because I make videos and then here comes some of you motherfuckers with the stupid ass comments. It's like, man, grow the fuck up before you come say some shit to me, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I had some idiot on another channel. I posted it in the community section. I forgot what channel it was. It might have been a fight hype video or something like that. But I put the post up. This is when Canelo got up out of his seat and was approaching Oscar De La Hoya. And I said something to the effect of, now if Oscar put that same energy into fighting, getting up out of his seat to fight Benavidez, that will be respected. Nobody cares about him jumping up to go fight Oscar. You know, bottom line, something to that effect. Some idiot responds with, trying to be sarcastic, didn't Benavidez get knocked out by an average fighter? When the fuck did this happen? See, this is what I'm talking about. Even like with the fucking video that I put where I'm explaining, people talk about, yo, it's funny. See, somebody said the same stupid type of thing. Oh, it's funny how, you talk about Crawford, but you don't point out that Jerron Boots Ennis turned down the fucking fight with him. No, you dumb dipshit. He didn't turn out nothing. Let me reiterate, because no, I'm not even going to reiterate shit. I talk about it in that video. Go watch the fucking video. I explain exactly what happened. No, Boots didn't turn down shit. Bozzy didn't turn down shit. Okay, and that shit was debunked a long time ago. That's just Crawford fans running with shit that content creators put out. And y'all run with what they say and believe it, but you don't fucking do your homework. That's completely false. No, they didn't turn down no fight with Crawford. And I explain what happened in that video. But you see, then the idiots go, try to prove me wrong, pull up video and realize, damn, he was right. At the end of the fucking day, I don't respect a man slapping his ass, slapping his hips and shaking his ass like a fucking woman. I don't respect a man or a human being, period, that can open their mouth to bash one person and then applaud somebody else for doing the same thing. I don't respect the fact that people will open their mouth to speak to be biased. They don't even care about what's truth, what's false. They don't care. As long as people are giving them likes and subscribers, that's all they care about. As long as you're getting comments and responses from people because you're a part of the go along, get along gang. Aries isn't a part of any of that shit. I don't respect any of that. So when I say something, I stand on it. Now, I did a video about a new way, and bottom line, I said some things in that video because I read comments and, people don't understand something. Bias, favoritism, race, all that shit plays a part. They all connect. Okay, there's situations that happen where they all connect. One thing that you're going to fucking learn is when you cheer for somebody, right? And you can say, well, we from the same place. I cheer for him because we from the same state, same city. Well, I know it, whatever. And you're cheering for that person. Everybody don't see that fighter the same way that you do. And the problem with you motherfuckers is you want everybody to see things the way you see it. Okay, that's why I went off on Lady Chan's ass when she made that comment about, oh, what excuse you gonna make for Spence next? Because I'm not a bitch-made dude, and that's how I see excuse makers. Y'all some bitch-made motherfuckers to me. So that's a supreme insult to me to fucking say I'm making an excuse for some fucking body when I know damn well first of all, I don't personally care. Spence got beat the fuck up and got dropped. Aries' feet fucking stay planted on the fucking ground. I'm not the one getting my ass whooped. Why the fuck would I care? That's why I went off on her. Don't fucking mix my fucking words up and what my fucking intentions are with somebody else's. That's why the fuck I went off on her. Don't motherfucking come to me with that bullshit. And this is why the fuck I turned her live chats down. Because all they do is go in there. She invited me like 4 times. And every time I've seen, see, I do my homework on shit. All they do is debate and argue for fighters. And that's not what the fuck I do. I don't debate about shit. I have mature, grown-up conversations. I understand in this stupid-ass generation now that nobody knows how to fucking do that anymore. No, it's not me. So no, I have no interest in doing that kind of shit. You motherfuckers sit up here 5-6 screens and y'all just going, taking turns, going around, talking shit and arguing for your favorite fighter. No, I don't fit in with that group. That's your shit. You do your thing. And I've recommended people to her fucking channel at one point. But then when she come around trying to ask me, like, talk to me like I'm over here making excuses for this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Errol Spence. I don't give a fuck on a personal note. Which, by the way, wasn't Tank and Errol Spence friends? Because in that video, you can hear that he's talking shit about Spence because he failed against Crawford. Yeah, and how Haney failed against Garcia. So he's putting himself on the pedestal. But Frank Martin has not proven himself to be world class yet either. So basically, I'm gonna fight a guy that's less of a threat than the guys that you two lost to. But I'm gonna make this seem like he's on that level. No, you're saying he's not that guy. He's not that good. This is my fucking thing. If I tell you at a press conference before I will fight, you not shit. But I'm a former world champ. You ain't shit. After the fight, I'm going to say he ain't shit. Like I said, I took this fight because this motherfucker was my mandatory. I'm not going to fucking lie. Y'all see what he is. I'm just that much better than him, but he ain't shit. My perspective does not change after the fucking fight if I think you ain't shit. This is why I will prepare for a motherfucker that's 0-49 like he's 49-0. That's the whole fucking thing. So it's not about, I was just trying to sell a fight. How am I trying to sell a fight by telling you I'm fighting somebody that's not worthy to be in the ring with me? And I thought that was stupid. I don't give a fuck if Ali said it, if Larry Holmes said it. I don't give a fuck who said it. Why the fuck would I want to fucking tune in, buy pay-per-view or do whatever to watch a fucking fight against a fucking opponent that ain't shit? So that's my whole thing with this, I was just trying to sell the fight. So don't go in there and fight Frank Martin, and if you win, I was just trying to sell the fight, man, this and this and this and this. You always saying, I'm trying to show people you not that guy. You not who they think you are. Okay, so you're the only good fighter in the division? I told you guys, it's not just a Tank Davis thing with that, but he is basically complacent with sitting where he is and fighting the type of fighters he's been fighting, and if he never gets in there with a real actual killer, he'll be fine with that. I still have the same fucking feeling towards Ryan Garcia. I told you, he's not a boxer at heart. This guy learned how to box a little, and, he did what he did, and his career has been what it was. He don't even care about being a champion. Him and Tank both got that in common. As long as the money's right, that's all they fucking care about. They don't give a fuck about those belts. Now, him saying Floyd is jealous of him, he's jealous of his $25 million. Like, man, everything about this guy is money, money, money. What kind of Muslim are you? I don't have any emotional attachments to none of these fucking fighters. None of them. I don't know these motherfuckers personal. The people that I do know personally, they know who they are. And bottom line, it's a mutual respect. Fuck them too if they ever decide to try to be slick or become a fucking scumbag of a human being. I don't kiss people's asses, and I don't bow to people. And I understand people are not used to somebody being straight up and honest and stand on fucking 10 toes. No, y'all used to crooked motherfuckers, and that's the whole thing. Even like somebody made a comment and said every fucking fighter is on steroids, and I said, okay, so prove that. Like, I know they on it. I said, no, I ain't asked you what the fuck you think you know. Prove it. He said, I can't. I said, then shut the fuck up then. That's my whole point. You can't prove shit, but you talking. Every fighter's you don't know that, man. You don't fucking know that. Now the burden is proof. The burden of proof is on you. Not the one questioning it, you, because you said it. Now, why did I just make that point? Because when I'm speaking about something and I'm debunking it, I debunk it with the person's own bullshit. So even if I go to the length of posting the video where it came out of your mouth, or whether I'm repeating what you said, bottom line, I'm debunking your bullshit with your own bullshit. Do you understand that? So if I'm saying that this guy was lying, saying that Floyd ducked him, and I pull up the fucking footage, what the fuck do you mean I'm saying it? Yeah, I'm saying it because the motherfucker was lying. But you make it sound like you're not aware that that shit was a lie. He did fucking make the excuse about getting his tooth, going to the dentist, and then taking a long vacation. Yeah, he did sit there and say that Floyd hasn't done enough to warrant a fight against me. I mean, he's a good fighter, but like, yeah, people don't just hand out fights. Oh, okay, right. He had to jump in the ring and beg. Am I lying when I say Manny Pacquiao would never just directly come out and say he wanted to fight Floyd? He always go to that whole way, talk to the managers and trainers and decide. Until he got knocked out by Marquez. All of a sudden now he couldn't stop talking about Floyd. He'll take the random drug testing. Now you will. Now you will. And that didn't make people go, damn, wait, so Floyd was right all this time. How the fuck could you not know? Floyd said this shit openly. Openly. I give you another example of how people are biased as fuck. The last press conference you seen when Floyd was on that card, I think that's when he fought Gotti. And one of Pacquiao fighters that he promote was on that card. They asked Pacquiao about fighting Floyd, and Floyd was like, oh, he's scared to death to fight me. He's scared to death for me. He don't want to fight me, right? Floyd saw that shit. That's why Floyd told him to his face, not behind his back like Deontay Wilder does, to his face, don't let these people get your ass kicked again. And what did Pacquiao say? Not a fucking word. Sat there with his hands crossed, just sitting there looking stupid. Tell me I'm lying. Go pull up the footage. He didn't respond with nothing. And he told him to his face, not behind his back. And people in the comment section, oh man, Floyd disrespect this man every time he get a chance. Okay, wait. You sitting there telling somebody he's scared to death of fighting me. I love the rematch, but he's scared of me. Okay. I heard that shit you said. Don't let these people in here cause you to get your ass kicked again. To your face, motherfucker. Not behind the back, like I said, the way Deontay does. Smile and laugh in your face and then go talk shit. Like I said, all the Wilder fans quiet as fuck now that he done fucking went over to his new master to go buck dance over there for his new right. So I'm wrong for correcting you fools. But at the same fucking time, y'all always love to make claims about something off y'all feelings. But then at the same time, when I pull up proof and footage, that's like, oh, yeah. Okay, so what the fuck are y'all talking about? AJ over there buck dancing for the white man. Right, this motherfucker wave the white flag and go over there and join the white man. And then give you some lame ass shit like, sometimes, gotta do bad with somebody that you don't really like, yeah. Right, I know. Mr. I'm popular, I'm must-see TV. All these channels fighting for you and talking all this shit. And now you go over there and join the enemy. They quiet as fuck about that subject, ain't they? That's why you look around, you don't see nobody doing videos on it, do you? Yeah. And the people that are doing the videos, they see this shit the way I do. Because these motherfuckers are saying the same thing. Now, how in the fuck you gonna call one man a buck dancer, but then all of a sudden he over there buck dancing with him? Yeah. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. So, my whole thing is, just like I said, Tank Davis calls Eddie Hearn a snake, and like I said, he may very well be a snake. I don't know this motherfucker personally, but at the same time, he can't trust Leonard Ellerbe. According to him, he don't trust Floyd, according to him. So who can he trust? Now, what Tank better learn is, I don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but Tank has done some shady shit himself. You understand what I'm saying? Some real shady shit. Like, for example, Tank, you talking about how you can't trust Hearn, he's a snake. Well, was that trustworthy of you to be in a hit and run? Yeah, you fucked somebody's car up knowing damn well you was in that fucking car accident, right? And your ass fled the scene, didn't you? You didn't stick around and wait for the cops like you were supposed to, did you? Huh? Was that an honorable thing when you was yanking on your fucking girlfriend arm and shaking her around, pushing up against the wall that video showed? Was that a manly thing to do? I'm just saying. So, you see, this is not hearsay. This is shit that you did. Okay? This is shit that you did. So all of that bullshit, that's what I'm talking about. But if you're a Tank Davis fan, well, that's not important. But I bet you will bring that shit up when if it's a fighter that you don't like. So we talking about trust now, right? All right then. Well, if we talking about trust, you not too trustworthy either. You fled the scene of a fucking crime, stupid. Your little midget ass was supposed to sit there and wait for the cops to come. Let the insurance companies get involved after they take the fucking reports and shit. You didn't do that. Remember when Tank went to court and the judge gave this motherfucker more time and said, no, I can see you think because you're some boxer, some superstar or something, you think that you can, like, you're entitled to do whatever you want. And that's not going to fly right here in this court. She checked this little ass, didn't she? And this is exactly what I tell you motherfucking people. These people think that their shit don't stink. They're used to everywhere they go, somebody kissing their ass, wanting autographs and all that bullshit and what. Yeah, they are used to that. They feel entitled. Bitch, you know who I am? But I act like you know. That's how they look at you motherfuckers. They're better than you. No difference for me wanting to see Alicia Baumgartner win, no matter who she fights against, right? With the exception of Shields, it's like, okay, may the best woman win. But at this point, nah. This bitch, look, this motherfucker said, what's his name? When Adrian Broner said, this bitch fucked all these dudes and she talking all this shit. All these niggas ran through you, right? This bitch, she did this, she did that. This bitch, okay, wait. Now, Adrian said all of that shit. Alicia Baumgartner fans felt some kind of way about AB. And I'm like, ain't this a bitch? Because you motherfuckers, AB can never do no wrong. Oh, but because y'all fantasize about Alicia, now all of a sudden, it's okay to disrespect her, right? Well, she disrespected herself. Yeah, this bitch did that. This bitch did this. This bitch did this. Okay. Okay. You see, she shut the fuck up after AB dropped that video, right? But he put everybody else's name out there who had nothing to do with that conversation. So that was some bitch shit. That was some snitch bitch shit. But guess what? She put herself in that position to be like that. Now you see she ain't talking about Shields no more. She ain't saying nothing. She minding her fucking business now. She keeping her little ass off camera, right? And when she made that comment about you can't talk to broke people, she talking about all you motherfuckers sitting out there right now listening to the sound of my fucking voice. She's talking about all of y'all. Trust me. People say there's either rich or broke people. There's no middle class. That middle class shit, nah, you either broke or you don't. You either have it or you don't. That's how they look at you. You can't argue with broke people. Why couldn't she just say, you can't argue with Adrian? He's a fucking idiot. He's so smart that he's broke because he don't know how to budget his money. Now he's running around here blaming everybody else because he's broke and he's going through his shit. Or whatever. No. Simple. You can't argue with broke people. Just say. Which means any one of you can question her about something that she did respectfully, and she'll say, you're broke, you wouldn't understand. Yeah, you can't argue with broke people. Y'all don't get that. Y'all don't get that. Y'all think she's innocent because y'all attracted to her. Oh, she's sexy as fuck. Look at her body. She's gorgeous. Hannah Gabriel's is so fucking beautiful. Oh my God, I don't think she did it. Yeah, that's you motherfuckers. So, we speaking about people that's fraudulent. We speaking about people that says shit that does. Listen, like I said, just because I call you out on something don't mean there's not something I can't agree with that a person says. So the whole shit sounds like I'm not supposed to speak on a fighter if I don't like that motherfucker as a fighter. Well, I would be talking about the same two fighters every video then, because there's not many of these motherfuckers that I really like as fighters. Okay? Let's just be real. The people who I do like as fighters, like for example, I asked a question one time. I forgot. I think it was Red October. I was chopping it up with Red October, and I remember I asked her, how does she think a fight between Ramla Ali and Ebony Bridges would go? Oh man, from that one question, they lit the comment section up. Oh, Ebony Bridges is this, she's that, she's this, she's this, she's this, she's this, and more than half the conversation, more than half of the comments, all I heard about was how gorgeous she is. Oh, she's so sexy, blah, blah, blah. Ramla Ali ain't this, Ramla Ali ain't that, Ramla Ali this, Ramla Ali that. She lost her title, ha, ha, ha. Ramla Ali, her name, you can't even mention her name in the same breath as Ebony Bridges and blah, 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 blah. Then Ebony Bridges went and got her ass beat by that Asian chick that fought her after fighting the week before against somebody else. And she fucked Ebony Bridges up. And so I went back in that comment section and I said, yeah, continue to talk about how great Ebony Bridges is and how fucking sucky Ramla Ali is, because she just got her title back and Ebony just lost. Now, this isn't even a shot at Ebony Bridges. This is a shot at the idiots running their mouths. Yeah. Not one fucking response, except for 3 people that responded with, nope, you're absolutely right with what you said, because you never know what can happen in the ring, but Ebony Bridges got her ass whooped. Plain and simple. And you know what? It ain't had nothing to do with no cutting weight or missing weight or taking no motherfucking Osterine and none of that shit. She just got her ass whooped. Ramla Ali lost a fight. She made no excuses. She bounced back. She came back and was better in the rematch and got her belt back. That's all. And I asked Red October a simple question. Now, Red basically said, I think I would go with Rush. That's a good question. I never thought about that. She's like, you know what? I think I'm going to go with Ramla in that one. This and this and this and that. So, yeah. These motherfuckers, okay? Let me be clear. They wasn't defending Ebony. They would, okay, wait. I'm going to tell you what. They was defending Ebony Bridges because she got white skin. 2, they was defending her because they found her attractive. Okay, and 3, these are a bunch of fucking casuals. It has nothing to do with her as a boxer. They're attracted to her. That's where all that bullshit came out of. All this ignorant, stupid shit. I ask a simple question. You ain't never heard me describe no female and I like her because of her body. No. I watch what you do in the ring. That's all. And I think Ramla Ali is a good fighter. She had a fight that she lost. This generation is so fucking weak. Every time somebody loses a fight, oh, he was exposed. Motherfucker, he lost a fight. That's all. She lost and she come back and she win. And I said, you know what's so funny? Y'all doing all this fucking big mouth barking. I put all this shit in there. Okay? And I said, y'all doing all this big mouth fucking barking. But it's funny, she wins her title back and none of you motherfuckers got nothing to say. But Ebony Bridges got her ass whooped and all of a sudden, yeah. But she was the fucking greatest thing in boxing, right? Okay. No different from what I said. Have y'all noticed the shit that I say? Weeks or a month later or something like that, other fighters will repeat what the fuck I said. Like when I said, what I see, the difference, what I see with Clarissa Shields, I'm not even talking about skill-wise because she's way better than Alicia Baumgartner, and I've always said that, okay? Clarissa Shields, the people that like her, it's more based on because of the fact she can fight. They respect what she do in the ring. Alicia Baumgartner, she's good, but these men are not fans of her as a fighter. These motherfuckers is just, I'm not saying she don't have some people that respect her skill, but the majority of those motherfuckers, no, they basically just attracted to her and probably got fantasies of fucking her. That's all. So when you see her taking those pictures and shit with the bikini on, you see her dancing and shit and all sweaty with the fucking, no, yeah. So that's all that shit is. It ain't got nothing to do. You see them dance videos she be making and all that? Yeah, it ain't got nothing to do with her in the ring. It's her fucking looks. That's what they get off on with Baumgartner, which is exactly why they don't come out to her fucking fights. Okay, that's why. They don't give a fuck about the fact that she's a fighter. They're attracted to her. It's plain and simple. Just like Ryan Garcia. His fan base is a bunch of little kids, man. Bunch of young boys, young girls. They're not boxing fans. They're Ryan Garcia fans. And they believe whatever the fuck he says. And he basically is the poster boy for let's get drunk, let's get fucked up, let's call ourselves Christians but have a foul-ass mouth, and all this no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Yeah, all this goofy shit. He basically doesn't have a strong boxing following. He has a following of fucking fans from his Instagram, his TikTok, his Snapchat, or whatever the fuck. That's what these people come from. They don't give a fuck if he killed somebody in the ring, if somebody lose their life, and they don't give a fuck about none of that. All they care about is cheering for their guy. That's it. That's it. Boxing fans are the ones ripping his ass open right now. Okay? People who care about fairness are the ones ripping his ass open. The ones that's taking his side are the little bitch-made motherfuckers who don't give a fuck about Devin Haney. And that's all it is. They're just glad that he beat Devin Haney. That's all. Haney was the fucking heavy favorite going into this fight. Yet, he's overrated, and he's this and he's that. And Tank, you're stupid black ass. You're a so-called Muslim, right? You not fucking ripping into Devin Haney because of nothing he did to you. And here's the thing. Y'all both Muslims, right? Yeah. Some brotherhood. You're a fucking sellout, man. And the fucking Haneys, like I said, they were stupid for not fucking capitalizing on that shit. And you know what? The fact of the matter is, if they would have called the fight off, y'all same people would have been like, man, he's a bitch. He knew he wasn't going to beat Ryan. He talked all that shit. He was scared, man, and blah, blah, blah. And he leaked the footage and all that. And then now he going to pull up, oh, man, what's 3 pounds? That's what the fuck y'all have been saying? Nah. The show went on, and what happened, happened. Nobody's denying the results of the fucking fight. But we know why the fight went the way it did, don't we? And all that, while y'all waiting for that B sample, y'all doing this shit. Bottom line, the motherfucker did what he did. And all this pretending he's doing like he don't know where to get steroids from and all. Yeah, he's such an innocent little child, isn't he? Yeah, okay, cool. So, because of Arlette's comment to me, is why I went into this video and why I brought up all of these motherfuckers. Because what I'm speaking on, when I pull up shit, like for example, y'all made y'all mind up that Alicia Baumgartner was guilty before anything. Y'all didn't hear nothing other than she was guilty. That she had something in her system. It doesn't matter what she would have said. Y'all wouldn't have believed her. Okay? You didn't hear anything. I said I think she's doing the right thing by being silent. Why? Because if you can't prove anything and you're just talking, then it's like, who are you trying to impress, trying to convince? Because proof is what's going to get you out the situation. What I found weird about the whole shit was what? She's innocent, but she's suspended. You don't think she consumed anything in her body intentionally and trying to cheat, but you suspended her. That's a slap on the wrist, man. That ain't nothing but like extended vacation. That's all. Ryan Garcia, for example, because of the way they've been letting people off, I mean, that little 6-month bullshit, they probably gonna do the same thing to Ryan. Give him a little 6-month bullshit. That ain't shit. That ain't shit. Jarrell Miller got 4 years. Dylan White, I don't know. All this shit, nothing really. You look at what's going on. These fighters are not fucking even being held accountable for what they do. But look, Hannah Gabriels, she got suspended. So what's so special about Ryan? But he's a bigger attraction. That's all people care about. That's what they care about. Bullshit. So I put all of this shit out here because when I speak on shit, I want you motherfuckers to use your brain. Okay? And understand, I'm not speaking on anything from a personal standpoint. I sat down with a guy named Rodney a couple of weeks ago that I grew up around. He's a little bit older than me. And he says to me, man, Aries, why you never liked me, man? I know this back in the day. Like, you ain't never used to talk to me, man. Like, you know, I looked at him and I said, Rodney, let me ask you a fucking question. What the fuck is it about you that I needed to fucking like you? I said, man, you was walking around here bullying people. You was fucking a lady's daughter who was underage, who trusted you to watch her fucking daughter when she was at work. You stole from your own mom. You was stealing from this lady you was working for, was coming back buying shit for people and trying to get them to help you do dirt. I never liked you. I don't know you, so I don't like you now. What else you want to know? He just got quiet, had this stupid look on his face. And then he started, nah, you right, man. I did a lot of foul shit, you know, and, you know, man, yeah, I guess I put myself out there. I ain't never really think about it. I ain't even know you knew all that stuff about me, but I said, yeah, well, I did. And I always saw you as a foul motherfucker. So why would I play the role? One of my best friends, I used to tell him, don't bring that motherfucker around me. Did you know that? Yeah, he told me, man, but I didn't know why. But, well, I'm glad, you know what? I'm glad that I saw you, because at least now I know, I can say now I know why. He said, because throughout the years, every now and then that thought would come in, man, like, you know, like, I know you always, I don't know. I said, right, so what was I supposed to do, pretend that I like you? And then behind your back say I don't like you? No, I never liked you. I said, now, if you're a different person, great. But you asked me a question, now I'm telling you. And then he just started talking about things he did and how he grew up, and he realized the stuff he did was wrong. That stuff out of his system has been out of his system. But yeah, that's some shit that he shouldn't have did. He actually feel bad about a lot of stuff that he did and all this and this and this. And, you know, I just told him, I said, yeah, so that was the reason. I said, and at the end of the day, there's a lot of people who did foul shit and then they get their life together. There's a lot of people who did foul shit and got away with it. Okay? And left people behind scarred physically, emotionally, for life, behind shit that they did. But nobody knows what they did, right? I said, so it is what it is. I'm like, you know, but yeah, I don't play phony. If I don't fucking like you, I'll tell you I don't like you. Now you know why. And you said you're a different person, then great. You know what I'm saying? But that is what it is. I said, so it ain't like the next time I see you, I'm gonna go smack you upside your head or nothing like that. I said, you know, but I ain't one of them people, man, that just trust motherfuckers. People that's around me, I've been around them for a long time. Yeah, nah, I know that about you, man. You always been a straight up guy, man. That's one thing. I just never knew why, you know, but I appreciate you being honest about it, man. And you always been a straight up guy. I never had nothing bad to say about you, man. I just never knew that you knew those things about me. And yeah, I was an asshole back in the day. And okay, and the conversation changed, and I just looked at him and I said, hey, listen, man, one black man to another, nobody's perfect. And it's not about a grudge. I said, but my last memories of you was just what you just brought up. Exactly. Those things about you that I knew and the things I brought up. I said, so, yeah, I don't know that you changed. I hear what you're saying. You understand what I mean? I said, but yeah, I'm not one of those people. And he's like, nah, you always been, even back then, you was the same way. And that's one thing. He said, you always had nothing but respect for everybody. You had haters, but they wasn't going to come to you and say that shit. And I'm like, hey, listen, I don't focus on haters. I said, but this is what I'm saying to you. Whatever you got going on in your life, it's hard enough for us around this motherfucker as it is, right? We living good out here. We chilling. But you know nobody give you nothing. And there's wicked people in this world. Always understand that. There's somebody out there that just want to see you fail at everything. Now, if you understand that and you know the mistakes or the bad decisions that you made, you grew from that, I said, fine. So no, there's no grudge. But I'm not one of them people that I'm going to see you and just everything. So, yeah, with me, it takes time. And he understood that. Now, I haven't seen him since then. But bottom line, that's the kind of person I am. I'm not no fake motherfucker. So whatever I say it because I mean it. I don't care what other channels are saying. I told you guys in the previous video that they're saying that I've seen a couple of people talk about the B sample came back already and this and this and this and that was boxing ego. There's no fucking confirmation about no fucking B sample. And that's why I'm not making no video on it. Only thing I said, and I'll say it again, if that's true, not just the B sample thing, also somebody said to me that they heard that Ryan Garcia is no longer suing Vada. And I said, well, I haven't heard anything. I did my homework on that, and I don't see anything about him withdrawing a lawsuit. But like I said, well, if that's the case, that means he knows he can't prove anything. That's all that would indicate. Why would you not go through suing these people if they're trying to they're trying to get your B sample done, right? Because you have to request that, you got to pay for it, right? But they're trying, so you're in the process of that. Why would you not sue these guys if they set you up? Why? And if your B sample came back clean, then that means you'd be able to say to them at least, hey, see what I'm saying? And y'all said this and that or whatever, and now my B sample is clean, so y'all set me up. Yeah, bottom line, you wouldn't withdraw. But why am I not doing a video on it? Like I said, because I haven't heard anything. I don't go by these other channels. This is what I'm telling you. Look, the big channels, the fight hypes, the IFLs, people that get exclusive type interviews, I listen to them, and I only go by what information we have. I do not go by a channel who basically get their information the same way that I do, telling you something, yet there's no information out about it. It makes no sense. Now, with everything I just said to you guys, I'm going to close this video, and I'm going to say this. I don't care about people not having the same opinion as me. But I don't appreciate anybody trying to make me to be some phony. Because that's what I'm going to say, go fuck yourself. Because basically, I don't do bias. And I don't do two-face. I don't do bitch nigga shit, okay? Let's be clear on that. Be careful of what the fuck you say to me. Because when you're sitting up here trying to make me to be a liar, okay, and it's your own fucking words. Don't fucking say something and then say, I didn't mean it that way. Well, then watch what the fuck you say before it comes out your mouth or before you type some shit. Because basically, when we give a story, like I always tell you motherfuckers, we're not there. We're not there to know what these motherfuckers did. Okay? Bottom line. And as for fucking drug cheats and all that, I tell you the same thing. We're not there to know what they did. But based on what you say and how you carrying yourself with this shit and how, you look real shady. You can look real shady. And like I said, silence to me is better than just talking, running your mouth, and not fucking proving anything, but you're just talking. Simple. Where I work, for example, one of the managers had asked me she came in there joking with me saying, don't you owe me something, big man? I said, you tell me. She goes, and like in a joking way, talking about a conversation we had about a physical. And I said, I did that physical the 1st of last month. So why you don't have it, I have no idea. I have a copy in my car though, but I've been done it a long time ago. I said, your secretaries need to step up. She started laughing. Oh my God, I didn't know. I said, yeah, well, yeah. The same day that you told me, that was on a Thursday. I went and I did it Monday. I went Friday. I went that Monday, and then I set up the appointment, and I went the same day, as a matter of fact, and then that Monday was my appointment, which happened to be on the 1st. And when I went, I got it done. It is now fucking it's May. Okay, do you understand? That's proof. And even if I didn't have that, they can also call. And that was about a physical. And they could call. And my information would be there. See, these are things you can prove. But I had to let her know. Yeah, I did my part. Your secretaries is fucked up because I came here and got the copies and everything made. My medical card, everything. Yeah. Yeah. Proof. Not just talking shit. Simple. I don't do that. I don't talk just to talk. So it's not your opinion that I differ with. I don't like the personal attacks. I don't like the fucking coming at me like I'm just choosing sides and making up shit. So fucking what? Somebody says some dumb shit and I get on them. That don't mean that everything come out their mouth like there's nothing I can agree on. And for anybody, you can look. Anybody can sit here and tell you anything. You don't know if they tell you the truth or not. You're just repeating what that person said. Plain and simple. Talk to me in the comment section. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hair to people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.